All right, guys. Good evening, everybody. It's 6 o'clock California time here, and jumping on here on a short notice live on Facebook. So, and if you happen to be around this time of the day, which is in the evening time, I really appreciate it if you can jump on and say hello. Just let me know where you are watching me from, what country, what city, and what time zone. Because I've been a big, huge a part of my life that to build, big network, right? Adding, building friendship, building network. So let me know where you're watching me from, what country, and put that right down on the bottom right there. So I know that, as I can recognize you, acknowledge you. And so whatever that you are at, okay, whether you are from Asia, from Thailand, because I'm from Thailand, and from Latin America, from Colombia. I saw my cousin Uriel is watching me as well, or in the US, Canada, and the UK. And so this is an impromptu session here. I don't normally come out here on Sunday, in the late afternoon here. But it's backing into my old rhythm again to give and add values and add some information for my friends who are watching me on Facebook. Okay, and so my intention and purpose has always been to educate and add values. So hopefully that you can get something out of my my short session and today. All right, guys. So and the topic of today, it's about time. And if you have you think about time is so valuable, right? So now my angle about talking about time today it might be a little bit different, and because I have just talked to one of my friends who's a business owner, and as we got into the conversation about time, I was talking to him about the hours of the people who are working in his company, and I share with him my angle, my perspective, because my background is an engineer and I've been in the corporate for 20 years. So, and I shared with him about my perspective about, working in the corporate, right? Working as an employee is a job, just like most everyone, or 85% of the people lived in this country, by the way. Then I channel myself into an entrepreneur. So I gave him another perspective about time, about how I'm making money, or how people who in the job making money today, and he gave me a feedback and say, well, they never thought about it that way. He's actually a big business owner. He never thought about it that way. So that gave me the idea of, what, if you haven't thought about it that way, maybe some of my friends haven't thought about it that way too. I want to take about 10 minutes today and share with you about maybe it could be a discovery for you. It could be an awareness for you. Okay. It could be something that you can think about, and hopefully that add value and open up something, possibilities, vision about yourself, vision about how you make money. Okay, a vision about your money blueprints today, and vision about how is you're gonna be living your life in the next 5 and 10 years, and how you're making money. So I prepare a quick slide. So I'm gonna share the slide for you, so you guys can also see what I am gonna share with you. So here we go. Okay, so there you have it. So now, hopefully you guys can hear and see me okay. And if you are, just do me a favor, just quick, lots of thumbs up and lots of likes, okay? And so I know that you guys can hear me okay, all right? So now, you guys know time is your most valuable asset, right? Time is your most valuable asset, and something you cannot buy, something you cannot take back, right? Something that it just keep running. There's nothing, nobody can stop from the time from running. So if we can be aligned on that perspective, then so we know that it is the most valuable asset. So now, how do you treat time, or how do you think about time? Now, specifically about how you make money. Okay, so I want to talk about that. So I want you to take a look at this number, right? 2080. What exactly is this number? So I mentioned about I've been in the corporate for 20 years. So this is a very important number if you are in the job or you are working in a corporate, because 2080 is amount of hours in 1 year. Okay, 2080 hours in 1 year. And how is that related to you? Okay, 2000. So in other words, it's 2000 hours a year, right? So another word is that this is the amount of, if you're in a job, is how you get paid, right? About 2000 hours in a year. Now, how does that translate into how you make money? Okay, let me give you an example. If you're in a job or you're working for someone, you work in a corporate, it doesn't matter, you're in an institution, you are in a company, big size company, corporate, blue collar, or if you are working for a small business owner, it doesn't matter. If you have a job, if you're full-time, you're looking at this number, right? You would work about 50 weeks a year, okay? And you full-time status, you probably work about 40 hours, right? Per week. So in the whole entire year, you work for about 2,000 hours, right? 2,000 hours, that's the amount of hours that you work. Or you got to be in a place, whether that's a cubicle, whether that's going to be an office, whether that's going to be in a place somewhere, 2,000 hours. And then, most Americans, okay, just up until about 5 years, you get about 2 weeks vacation. And when we say 2 weeks, it means 10 days, that paid vacation, right? So now if we can establish this time and how is your income calculated, it's just about 2,000 hours per year, right? 2,000 hours per year. So if you guys are jumping on here, appreciate you sharing with me, okay? If you are in a corporate or you're working, we have a jobs and whatnot, put the C down on the comments so I know I can reach out to you. I can acknowledge you, okay? Because I've been in that for many years, 20 years myself. Now, if you are an entrepreneur, put an I down and say, I know, put an E, know that you are an entrepreneur, you're working on a business for yourself, for your dreams and whatnot. So let me know your E, an entrepreneur side, okay? Now, anyway, coming back to this, if you are in a job, full-time job, you are working for about 2,000 hours a year, you get paid 2 weeks vacation. So that's why my original number I was sharing with you is 2,080 hours per year that you get paid. And how do you get paid, right? You use your hourly rate, whatever the rate that you have signed a contract, an agreement, okay, with your boss, with your company is, multiply that 2,080 hours, then that is your entire year of salary, right? That is your entire year of salary. Give you an example, because my background is an engineer, so I can tell you that a master's degree engineer these days, a take-home pay, probably looking at about $25, $26 an hour. So I know an engineer, you're talking about, right out of the school, you probably make about 50K, okay, 50,000 a year. That's salary, meaning that's your take-home pay. Well, that is what in your income is. And obviously, you got to know that that's before tax. You're going to have to pay tax, okay? Now, if you are setting a goal in the next 5 to 10 years, okay, you have an idea of what salary raise you're going to get, maybe 5%, okay, 6, 7%, whatnot, maybe up to 10%. You can multiply that. You can actually use this, whatever you're making money today and multiply by this amount, and you project 10 years from now, you exactly know what your money is going to be making per year, right? Now, keep in mind that this is before tax, right? And the tax day is coming up in a couple of days, right? So if you are an employee and if you're working for a job, that's exactly how you're looking at, okay? Now, when I quit my job because I started my online business and I have a different perspective that I was talking to a business owner, I shared with them, okay, that I was selling my time to my boss at a wholesale price. Okay, I was selling my time to my boss at a wholesale price, and what it means is that I did not realize that in the first 20 years of my life in the corporate is that a company I was working for, they take my hourly rate and then they tag on something called a markups, right? And the markups, if you are a business owner today, whether you are a small business owner, whether you are online entrepreneur, you know what I'm talking about when we're talking about markups, right? So now I did not realize that when I was making salary with the company, okay, the company would take my hour, 1 hour, and tag on something called markups, and then they resell that to his clients at a retail price, right? And that is just how corporate or company makes money, and especially if you are in a service industry like engineer or like perhaps a doctor, right? Or perhaps you're in a lawyer, right? Whatnot. Doesn't really matter to me because we're all into selling time at a wholesale price. And then so the company can tag on the markups and package up a number and sell it to his client at the retail price. Just the way it is and just the way how corporate is run. Okay. Now, knowing that, well, I wasn't aware, I didn't realize that that's how it was happening. Okay. That I was selling my most valuable asset in my life and in fact, in anybody's life at a deep discount. Okay. Which is at a wholesale price. Now, if you guys, okay, go to the retail store, right? Go to the retail store, walking around, and you're going to see a lot of sale, right? Up in the store, you see 50% discount, 70% discount. Sometimes you go buy the product, sometimes you don't. Just knowing that exactly how you are selling your time if you're in a job, or I was doing that in the first 20 years of my life. I was actually selling my time at a deep discount price to my boss or someone I was working for, right? So that's exactly how I just woke up when I realized that. And then I know that my time is so much more valuable than selling it at a wholesale price, okay, to whoever I was working for. And then, just keep burning my time, which is the most valuable. Wherever that, if you're watching me today, whether you are in the 20s to the 30 years old, they just graduated from a university, from a school, you just get a job or what somehow, okay, you're in a job today. Or if you're in a 30 to 40 range, and that's you have been in a company or corporate for about 10 something years, you have saved enough money, you're still working for corporate, maybe you are wondering where your life is going to be in the next 5 to 10 years, okay? And whether you're in the 40 something, that to me is called golden era. So the question is, what are you going to be doing with the time in your most valuable time in your life, which is your golden time, right? That time is about 40, just before 40 years old, up to about 50 something years. So that is that's called the golden time. What are you going to be doing with your time? That is my question. Because if you're in the job, you're in the corporate, that exactly you're looking at the equation is not going to change, right? Now, you might have seen this before, okay? You might have, because a very famous author, right, Robert Kiyosaki, talked about the 4 quadrant. He talked about the fact that how are you going to be able to channel yourself out of the dead end zone, okay, employee side, which is, is an amazing number, which is about 80% of the world's population today in the employee in the job, to be on the rich side, on the wealthier side, which is becoming a business owner who got a system or become an investor, okay, meaning let the money work for you, have an asset that keep producing income for you. Whatever you are at, regardless of who you are today, you are either in one of these quadrants, okay? And I share with you, I was an employee, I channeled myself into the business owner, and then I am now an investor today. But I can relate to you, wherever you are at, if you have a job. I'm exactly was like you, okay? So you might have got some news since the beginning of 2018. It's not exactly a good news for a lot of people who have jobs today. Like you saw a news like Walmart is closing 63 stores, laying off thousands of workers, right? And, just last month, you heard about a story about Toys R Us is closing all US stores today, okay? And now I'm going to share with you also that because I'm from Thailand, the biggest financial institution in Thailand called the Siam Commercial Bank. Okay, they decide that they are closing 200 branches. Okay, that is big news in Thailand. It's the biggest bank in Thailand. So, and I can share with you all of this is impacted because of the future is coming to us and all of us with that, whether we like it or not. The online marketing, the online business, right? All of this is coming to us, the new technology coming to us, whether we like it or not. So with this kind of news pouring in, then how are you, okay, creating and using the awareness today, and then setting a goal and setting a vision for you and your family today? Okay, as I have shared with you, I was in a corporate, I channeled myself out, I started my online business, even though I didn't have any background doing this at all. Okay, I was not like a social media guru before, I was just an engineer. I know that any skills are learnable skills, and I was willing to get out of my comfort zone and discover what potentials and what possibilities I have in me and the gifts I have for me to offer to my friends in my network. And then as a result, then I was able to channel myself out of that quadrant and have and own my time and build my own business. Okay, and I know that a lot of people have that potentials in you, and you are watching me either live right now or afterwards. You all have the potential to create whatever you want to create in your life. And unfortunately, most people let that word fear, this thing fear, stop you in the trap, okay, and hold back from the dreams and the visions of what you wanted to have in your life today, 5 years and 10 years from now, okay? So therefore, you know, I'm gonna conclude my quick broadcast live right now, okay? And then, you know, want to leave you with some questions, okay? Because of, if you have an awareness and you take some of the information that I've just shared with you today, okay, and you're looking to create something for your life, you got to think about creating a multiple source of income today, create a leverage for yourself today, not relying on solely one income for you anymore. And therefore, you're going to hear more word about the rise of the micro entrepreneur today. And I am happy and proud to be able to be one that is helping, contributing, coaching, teaching, mentoring a lot of entrepreneurs today to create a business on social media, on Facebook. So therefore, and what are you creating for yourself, for your family today? Are you still relying on one soul and one source of income today? If you are, you know, have that awareness, okay? And then looking for possibility in your life, you have all the potential for you to create whatever you want in your life. And, you know, I challenge you, okay, to reach out to me or ask questions. How are you able to create an online business today on social media, on Instagram today? And it's actually easier than you think it would be, with less or no investment at all, and you guys can do it. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me today, and my commitment and promise to you that I will be jumping online and keep adding more values, creating more awareness, so that you guys can, you know, get to where you want to be in your life, and hopefully you get value from this broadcast. So thank you and love you all. Bye-bye.